English listening and speaking sentences part 3. Union is strength. Union is strength means unity is the biggest power that can defeat or face any kind of situation or problem exists in the world. We all have heard a lot of stories about the strength of union in our childhood. One of them was about a farmer who had four sons, but they always fought against each other. Someday their father gave a stick to them and ordered to break it. Everyone quickly broke it. Then the father asked them to collect all the sticks and bind it with rope. Again he asked his all sons to break it. Everyone tried but could not succeed. Then their father made them realize the power of unity. Above was the best and suitable example of this phrase of union is strength. Other examples can be seen by us in our nature, like uncounted single drops are used to make a sea, and uncounted molecules are joined to make this universe. Same as each figure combined to make a punch and number of bricks are used to make a huge building. Though we all know that at the alone level we all are weak, but if we come together and be unite, we get more powerful. This power of unity has been proved for many years and in many ways. Various kings were defeated due to absence of unity and many were won due to the presence of a union. In fact, in the case of our country, India, where India was under British rule, British people followed the policy of divide and rule and ruled them for many years. And in 1947, India got independence when people of it came together and fought against British rule. Thus, many incidents happened in the history that realize and teach us the power of union. Favorite personality. Every person has a favorite personality and as well as an ideal person. Like this, I also have a favorite person and he is my ideal too. I want to follow him and I try to follow him. The personality I am talking about is lovely, holy, and last prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, by whom the word is guided by God. His father's name was Abdullah and his mother's name was Bibi Amna. Before his birth, his father passed away, and when he became 7, his mother passed away. When his mother died, he was nourished under the supervision of Bibi Halima. When he was young, he was famous for his honesty and truthfulness. He was so much honest that Allah has discussed about his honesty in Quran. Allah sent him to teach the people and to show them the right path. He was 40 years old when he was rewarded by the throne of prophethood. He is my favorite personality because he was very brave, honest, and holy man. He was a favorite person of Allah. He was so much honest that Allah has discussed about his honesty in Quran. He had the greatest personality in the history of world and Islam. He was so much honest that even his enemies kept their valuable things with him. He is a role model for every Muslim. When he became 63 years old, he died. Future plan. My name is Rivan. I have a lot of dreams. When I was a kid, my dream was to be a pilot, and as the time went by, I have other dreams. Sometimes I want to be a president, an army officer, doctor, and other interesting dreams. But now I have grown up, now I know what I want to be. Now I almost finish my studies in university. I will obtain Bachelor of Science Information. After I graduate, I want to work in one of the biggest oil company. I want to be the staff manager or manager at least. I prefer working offshore because it gives me challenge to work over 3 plus there it gives me challenge to work over there plus they will pay me higher than work in the office. All of this is just beginning of my dreams. After I work for 4 or 5 years, I will have a lot of money by that time. I will quit my job and start a business. I will buy 3 or more shops and run my shops and have another business. By that way, I will make more money comparing than I work in the company. After I run my business, I am going to marry a beautiful woman. I will start to make a family and plan to have 2 children. I will live in a big house which have a garden outside or maybe a pool so many children can play inside my yard because if my children play outside it will be a little risky. I just don't want anything bad to happen to my family. And maybe if I have spare money, I want to take my family to Mecca for Umrah or Hajj. I think that is all I can say about my dreams. It is just a simple dream for a simple man like me. Future of Pakistan. Pakistan is a country that is always a crucial part of world affairs, a place that is known for second largest Muslim population. From the day it has been separated and became an independent country until now, there is a lot of ups and downs which have it has faced. Pakistan is a hub of natural resources, but it requires useful utilization of these resources. Besides its greatness, it has faced a lot of troubles in these previous years. However, the current Prime Minister of Pakistan is thought to eliminate all the bigger issues, but again, people of Pakistan are waiting for all these betterment to take place. The thing is that relationship with the global world matters a lot when any country is developing or moving towards development. Countries like America, Russia, China, Turkey, and other states that have always supported us in making things well, but still Pakistan faces hurdle on the critical situation that which side needs to be chosen and to whom we support at the time of difficulty. The most worrisome thing is that Pakistan's situation is diluted with billions of dollar loan. There is a lot of time to overcome this heavy burden that each person of Pakistan has. Moreover, Pakistanis should now stop compromising over things that bother them. They should not act as separate party and work together to enforce the government wrong decisions. Work together to enforce the government right decisions. They should not act as separate party and work together to enforce the government wrong decisions. The point is that the most fundamental besides all these discussion is Pakistan's future can only be shaped by its people. As a nation, its people should get united to make things better and make this country a better place with love, peace and harmony. My plan for tomorrow. God has already been working and bringing hope into the lives of millions of children through the My Plan for Tomorrow course. Through this curriculum, students are given a vision of what their future can be. They are encouraged to dream and hope, and they are given the tools to set and achieve goals for themselves. Through My Plan for Tomorrow, the needs of children are not just met today, but all of their tomorrows are addressed by equipping them to make positive changes in their lives. My plan for tomorrow combines cutting edge education methods with the religious model of following. This school kit has helped open the eyes and hearts of youth living in extreme poverty to the truth that God has a hope and a future planned for them. Coeducation. In ancient times, coeducation was started in Greek. Both boys and girls were given academic education and physical training together. There was no discrimination between the boys and the girls. They played and studied together. Plato, the Greek philosopher, was also in favor of coeducation, helped in the development of personality of men and women, and created a feeling of comradeship between them. He felt that coeducation was the only method to make both men and women useful members of society. In ancient India, also boys and girls were brought up and taught together. They were not segregated from each other. Nowadays, the system of education is in vogue in USA, Europe, and other advanced countries of the world. In India, also, a number of coeducational schools and colleges have been established. There are a number of advantages in the coeducational system of education. Firstly, if boys and girls are taught together in the same school under the same roof, there will be no need to open separate schools for girls. A poor country like India cannot afford the luxury of opening separate schools for boys and girls. Coeducation is thus economical. Secondly, there is a shortage of trained teachers in India. If the same staff teaches boys and girls together, we can manage with the existing staff of teachers. Thirdly, if boys and girls study in separate schools, they will grow up in watertight compartments. The result will be that girls will feel shy in presence of boys. Boys will have curiosity about girls. Coeducation helps the boys and girls to intermingle and understand one another well. It leads to harmonious relationship between boys and girls. Fourthly, coeducation generates healthy competition between boys and girls. Both the boys and girls work hard to remain ahead of each other in studies and sports. Fifthly, coeducation creates a feeling of comradeship between boys and girls. As the boys are free to meet and to talk to girls, they indulge in eve teasing. They do not indulge in eve teasing. Girls too do not feel shy in the presence of boys. The system coeducation is thus very conducive to the balanced development of personality of boys and girls. However, there are some people who oppose the system of coeducation. They point out that this system is against our tradition and culture. They approach that if boys and girls study together, the responsibility of their developing the possibility of their developing immoral relationship cannot be ruled out. They also felt that the system of coeducation may spoil the character of boys and girls. But these arguments are not very convincing and do not hold well in modern times. If our experience is any guide, boys dress properly and behave well in company of girls. They use dignified language. By nature, boys are curious about girls. If they study with girls, their curiosity will be satisfied. They will not regard girls as strange creatures. Likewise, if girls are taught with boys, they will feel not shy. They will understand boys better. Thus, we can say that the advantages of the system of coeducation outweighs the disadvantages. Since the boys and girls have to later on live together as husband and wife, there is no point in segregating them in schools or colleges. We should move with the times and open more and more educational institutions in Pakistan. English language. Language is important because it's one of the main ways to communicate and interact with other people around us. It keeps us in contact with other people. English language is an example for the importance of a language because it is the international language and has become the most important language to people in many parts of the world. It is most widely used in communicating around the world. Also, it is spoken as first language in many countries. English is playing a major role in many societies like education, medicine, engineering, and business. There are many reasons that makes English is the most important language in the world. Moreover, the internet sites are in English and we can see the other languages sites give options to translate into English and a lot of information we will find are written in English. Another fact is that if the writer if the right thing is that it is the easiest language to learn and suggest that starting language learning English for 1 week and see the results. If we understand and communicate in English, it will be very easy for us while traveling and we can get help in English around the world. Many companies and governmental companies hire people who are good readers and writers and can speak English very well. One of the most international languages is English. It is from the requirements from studying abroad and textbooks are almost in English. If a person wants to get PhD degree, English is important and helpful for them. Computer. It is very difficult to find the exact origin of computers. But according to some experts, computer exists at the time of World War II. Also at that time they were used for keeping data, but it was for only government use and not for public use. Above all, in the beginning, the computer was a very large and heavy machine. The computer runs on a three-step cycle, namely input, process, and output. Also, the computer follows this cycle in every process it was asked to do. In simple words, the process can be explained in this way. The data which we feed into computer is input. The work CPU does is process, and the result which the computer gives is output. Components and types of computers. The simple computer basically consists of CPU, monitor, mouse, and keyboard. Also, there are hundreds of other computer parts that can be attached to it. These other parts include a printer, laser pen, scanner, etc. The computer is categorized into many different types like supercomputers, mainframes, personal computers, desktop, PDAs, laptops, etc. The mobile phone is also a type of computer because it fulfills all the criteria of being a computer. As the usage of computer increased, it became a necessity for almost every field to use computers for their operations. Also, they have made working and sorting things easier. Below, we are mentioning some of the important fields that use a computer in their daily operation. They use computers to diagnose diseases, run tests, and for finding the cure for deadly diseases. Also, they are able to find a cure for many diseases because of computers. Mobile. Mobile phones indeed make our lives easy and convenient, but at what cost? They are a blessing only till we use it correctly, as when we use them for more than a fixed time, they become harmful for us. Uses of mobile phone. We use mobile phones for almost everything now. Gone are the days when we used them for only calling. Gone are the days when we used them for only calling. Now our lives revolve around it. They come in use for communicating through voice, messages, and mails. We can also surf the internet using a phone. Most importantly, we also click photos and record videos through our mobile's camera. The phones of this age are known as smartphones. They are no less than a computer and sometimes even more. You can video call people using this phone and also manage your official documents. You get the chance to use social media and play music through it. Moreover, we see how mobile phones have replaced computers and laptops. We carry out all the tasks through mobile phones, which we initially did use our computers. We can even make PowerPoint presentations on our phones and use it as a calculator to ease our work. It's all about speaking and listening sentences part 3. If you have any question you can ask in comment box, and if you like this video please subscribe this channel and share with your friends and fellows. Thank you very much.